Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca, the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest as usual. We start with Pablo Gavi, as Barcelona are reportedly expected to reach a renewal agreement with the La Masia gem in May. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Secondly, talking about this report claiming that Xavi could bench 4 key players for tonight's game against Real Sociedad. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. Barcelona are quickly going about sorting out the contract situations of some of their young stars who are built to be the core of the team for years to come. Earlier this season, the Blaugrana handed out new long-term contracts to Pedri and Ansu Fati, while Ronald Araujo is on the verge of putting pen to paper on a new deal as well. Now, the club are focusing their attention on tying down midfield prodigy Gavi to a new deal and securing his long-term future at the Camp Nou. The 17-year-old has enjoyed an excellent breakthrough campaign at the Camp Nou and has been tipped for a bright future in the game. Not only has he become a regular in Xavi's side, but the La Masia ace is now an established member of the Spain national team as well. Considering that his current contract expires next year and has a release clause worth just 50 million euros, it was imperative that Barcelona resolve the situation at the earliest possible. And as reported by Sport, Barca have spent their first contract offer to the 17-year-old La Masia graduate and are currently awaiting a counter proposal from the midfielder's camp. Gavi has been attracting interest from several top clubs across Europe, but his priority has always been to stay put at the Camp Nou and continue his development at the club. So there are unlikely to be any major hitches, in negotiations, and Barcelona are expecting that the contract agreement can be finalized in the month of May before the team fly out to Australia for a friendly encounter against the A-League All-Stars. Like it was done with the contracts of Pedri and Ansu Fati, Barcelona will also insert a mammoth release clause worth 1 billion euros in their agreement with Gavi as well. I still don't get it why up to now Barcelona still drag these negotiations of some of these key players, and it's not a good thing. Barca ought to act fast. Gavi, for one, we have been talking a lot about his renewal, and now this report claiming that it will be right in May, talking about next month, that they want to finalize. And we still don't know if it will be finalized per se, because countless number of times reports will come out saying that in the coming weeks, Barca will finalize the contract renewal of Gavi. In the coming days, Barca will finalize the renewal of this player. But nothing happens like that. So how are we still sure that everything will be finalized in the month of May? So it's something to worry about. It's something to really worry about. I understand that Laporta want to minimize costs a lot, try to pay players, or let me say Laporta want to stop what the previous board was doing by offering players some massive sums of exorbitant, wages, but I think some of the renewals of these key players have taken a long time. Araujo, for one, I think that's the only one that many people have hope for, because the report previous weeks have said that, Araujo have already agreed with the Barca board that he will put pen to paper. So it's just when will he put the pen to paper, because negotiations are over, But for Gavi's own situation, it is rather complicated. It seems as Barcelona want to pay him something less, but the player's agent wants something slightly more. So it's going to be, interesting to see what happens in the month of May. Hopefully, he renews his contract for many years to come. Gavi is the future of the club. Gavi is still very young, just 17 years, and a lot of potential. It will be very, very interesting, very important for Barca to keep these players for a long time. Then on to the next story of discussion. After 2 back-to-back losses against Eintracht Frankfurt and Cadiz, Barcelona will be aiming to bounce back to winning ways when the lock horns with Real Sociedad at the Anoeta in La Liga later tonight on Thursday. With Atletico Madrid sneaking ahead of Barca in La Liga table and the likes of Sevilla and Real Betis not far away, it becomes imperative for Xavi Hernandez and co to pick up all 3 points against the Basque outfit. However, based on the last two games, the manager might be tempted to shake up things up with regard to his selection, especially with some players exhibiting signs of fatigue in recent matches. Starting off at the back, Serginho Dest could be taken out of the starting 11 in order to make way for Dani Alves. The Brazilian was in line to start against Cadiz on Monday, but was pulled due to some late fitness issues. Fit now, he is expected to take the right back slot at the Anoeta. Another player who could be withdrawn from the starting lineup for the trip to Real Sociedad is midfield prodigy Gavi. The 17-year-old played the entire game against Frankfurt and Cadiz and needs to be carefully managed given his tender age. With Nico Gonzalez waiting in the wings for his opportunity, Xavi could look to switch the two La Masia products on Thursday night. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Ferran Torres are also players who have been playing pretty much a proper break since their arrival during the winter window. It has started to show in their performances, with fatigue becoming an issue. So the manager could look to give the former Premier League duo a break this midweek and instead hand starting opportunities to Luke de Jong and Adama Traore in the final third of the pitch alongside Ousmane Dembele. If many of us, the Barcelona faithfuls, want to end this day with some joy, with some happiness, is for Barcelona to win against Real Sociedad. I think it's a must win if Barcelona want to bring back the smiles on their fans, and whatever changes that Xavi want to do, all that we want is for our team to win against Real Sociedad later tonight. It's been a very terrifying, heartbreaking week, I must say, losing from the Europa League, a trophy that we all expected Barcelona to go and win, and we left just at the quarterfinal stage, not even the semi-finals. I mean, it's very terrible, but it is what it is. We can't change the past. But today's game is going to be very tough. Sociedad is not an easy opponent either. Barcelona need to tie their belt. And of course, hopefully Xavi makes some reasonable changes from the other lineup that he had against Cadiz. We know some players are back from injury. Players like Piqué, Dani Alves will also be back. So I think we should expect something better from our play, because against Cadiz we're a total mess and we need an improvement tonight against Real Sociedad. Of course, away from home, it's never going to be an easy game for us. Hopefully, we play a better game than the other two games that we lost back to back, and we keep our winning momentum going. So, callers, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.